Blake Production.
What is poppin'? It's been a few weeks here. What is good with the Galaxy squad? It's hilarious because the past few weeks I've been kind of like chilling. Markets have been chop city. I could see on the timeline the emotions go like, oh my god, this is gonna be bullish, and then oh my god, we're about to break down. Things aren't the same, and then oh my god, look, it's right back, and things are looking good, and then right before you know it, okay, well, Galaxy's uh, low market cap on the TSX, shit trading volume, and now boom, just like this, things are starting to warm up again, and you're starting to see kind of the tides turn again. Um, it's super cool if you could just like take a step back and kind of just observe and see what's going on. It's very interesting to see. You get to see things from a different perspective. You're kind of just like observing on the sidelines type of thing. Everything's the same. My galaxy position's still the same. Haven't touched anything. And everything from a technical perspective is still on point. We just had a earnings report for Q1, bullish earnings report. I'm not going to get too deep into all that because on Twitter, you got a bunch of Galaxy heads doing their research, doing the DD posting. If you really wanted to, you could type in $GLXY and find unlimited data on the stock in terms of fundamentals. From a technical perspective, it feels like it's lagging, right? So I'm going to zoom out weekly time frame and go over the bigger picture again, right? Because it's been a while, and I just want to kind of prove my point to why I think everything is still fully intact, right? So again, massive cup pattern here, right? This massive cup consolidation. This was the time where the smart money was accumulating, okay? I'm going to put up the weekly 21 EMA. Like, look how much time we spent under this EMA. A lot of time. And now we've spent since late October above the 21 EMA. And as we come back down to it, we use it as support. And each time this has happened, if you look at BTC, Bitcoin itself has been consolidating. So everything is literally perfectly lined up. Weekly time frame on Bitcoin is bull flagging. Like, come on, we have a massive strong move from October to March, and then we have several weeks of consolidation, forming a bullish bull flag above the 21 EMA, right? So again, if you look here on Bitcoin, look at all these wicks rejecting lower prices, and now we're starting to see the bullish engulfing. These are all signals that there's a rejection of lower prices, and that the demand at these prices are strong. Like, it's a strong level of demand. So when we look at Galaxy, okay, on the TSX, what do we see? Very similar trades. You see the wicks coming in from the bottom, right? You see we're using the 21 EMA as support. I get it. It's frustrating from the perspective that we're trading on the TSX, but I think the whole entire point of this trade is getting on this before it goes NASDAQ. And again, you know what? I started to think about, like, past few weeks I've been thinking about, like, what am I going to do with Galaxy long term? And, like, if you think of it from, like, a consensus point of view, like, crypto is nowhere near being a consensus trade, and I'll specifically say Bitcoin. It's nowhere near being a consensus trade where everyone's on the same page. It's still a very niche pocket of investors. Is it really worth like selling Galaxy if we're nowhere near being like in total consensus when it comes to Bitcoin and crypto? Like, no, we're not. So like, I think there's still so much more gains on the table. I think this could be so much more than what it is. It's kind of shocking. Like, every time I look at the stock, I'm like, holy cow! It's just coiling up, and everything's on pace to make a move like this, right? So again, we're still kind of on pace to be, again, in my previous videos I was saying June, July, mid 20s, and I think that that's still very possible, right? So we still got another 4 8 weeks to see what could happen in terms of price. Can we come into the mid 20s by then? And if Bitcoin starts to run away, I think it's definitely possible, right? Over a year and a half downtrend, plenty of time under the 21 EMA. Look how long we spent above the 21, and look how many times it was used as support. It's something to keep in mind. I think, until we see a major breakdown below and multiple retests of the 21 EMA from a rejection point of view, like around here, then I think this trend is still going on very strong. Bigger picture, that's what we're looking at. Everything's still intact. It's starting to look like things are going to get moving soon here, especially with these wicks that are developing on the weekly time frame. So that's the breakdown here on Galaxy Digital, the GOAT. Peace.